Hi, my name's Leah Salmon from davidl.com, and I just wanted to take a moment to talk about why I don't think it's that important how much you weigh when it comes to you wanting to become more healthy. Now, I'm on the internet a lot. I've got a website, I'm always on Twitter and Facebook if you want to have a look for me there. And it's surrounded with adverts for different pills and programs which promise and guarantee that you'll lose a stone or half a stone in a week or 7 days. And the reality is, it's more important how you feel than how much you actually weigh when you get on the scales. And that's very important because these companies are, for the most part, not too concerned about you and your general health. They just want to make sure that what they promise you achieve. So it's very likely that you will lose, half a stone or a stone, but is it actually going to contribute to you becoming more healthy and feeling more vibrant? That's the most important thing. And here are some of the reasons why it's really not that important how much you actually physically weigh. Your weight may not be the problem, and this is the first one I'm going to mention because it is the most important. So you take on one of these programs, you take your course of pills, and you lose half a stone or a stone, but you still have cravings, you still have pimples, you still can't pass a stool every day, you still feel irritable, you still have a hankering for alcohol. Have you actually achieved anything apart from being able to fit into some jeans? You can fit into your jeans, but you don't want to go anywhere because you're having constant mood swings. It's very important to work out what's most important to you, and sometimes it's not actually how much the scales say. It's more about how you feel. Do you feel vibrant? Do you feel happy? Do you feel, like the definition of health is not just being free from illness, but feeling really, really great. You're not going to get that if you just lose some pounds on the scales. Now, if you have been on one of the better programs out there that incorporates exercise and good nutrition, you feel good, you've got energy, you don't have any cravings anymore, all the little niggling symptoms you used to have like dry skin and headaches and aches and pains, all of those things have gone, but 2 weeks later you jump on the scales and your weight is the same. That doesn't mean that the program you've been on was unsuccessful. This is one thing you have to remember, is that muscle weighs more than fat. It's probably quite a common fact, but some of you out there might still be under the illusion that what the reading on the scales is what's most important. What you need to be looking at is how your clothes are fitting you, because if all the fat that you've had has turned into muscle, then you are going to slim down, you're going to tone up, and you're going to look good, you're going to look better than maybe you did before. The bulges would have gone and they would have slimmed out, but you're not going to notice it on the scales, which is why one of their promises actually doesn't normally amount to much, that you're going to lose a load of weight, because you could just, another thing is you could just be losing water. Your body does retain water when you've taken on too much salt. Salt, again, and another thing that's promoted a lot is that too much salt is bad for you, but then at the same time people will cut all the salt out of their diet and they won't be getting any of the nutrition that's in good quality salt at all. But if you are having too much salt in your diet, your body could retain water. So when you've, stabilized your salt levels and you've got good nutrition and you're exercising well, then, you'll notice the differences in the way that your clothes fit. A few pounds added or gained is nothing to be too concerned about. Focus more on how you feel and how your clothes fit you. Another important thing that you need to remember is that your weight is actually no indication as to how healthy you are. You can have someone who is really slim, but they are really unhealthy. They're not getting the right food. They might be eating junk food all the time. They could be smoking, drinking alcohol, and you look at them and you think, because their makeup is making their face look all bright and glowing, and they're slim, that they're healthier than you because they may be slimmer than you, and that is absolutely not the case. It's no indication of health. I remember when I had my first child, she was really small, and I think a lot of people might have looked at her thinking, oh gosh, she's not a big baby, she's not getting nutrients, but she was the healthiest child. I knew she didn't have any illnesses, she was really energetic, her mental and her intelligence developed really quickly, even in comparison to other children around her. And then one of my later children, she came out big. She was a big baby, and she's continued to be quite big. But her health level is the same as her older sister who was a lot smaller than her. Weight does not tell you how healthy somebody is. Please remember that when you're reading the marketing material of people showing slim, really skinny women all the time, finding models who are a size 0 and using them as the bait to kind of hook you into buying their products. Another important thing to remember is that you could be too slim. You could be too slim, but you're trying to aspire to be the size 0 that the models are out there and some of the celebrities are out there. They're doing it for a particular reason. You need to also consider why you want to lose weight. Do you want to lose weight because you actually prefer to look slimmer, or is it because you think that's what other people are going to think makes you attractive? Do you have your own perception of what is good for you and what you like about yourself, or are you doing this all for somebody else? If that's the reason, that's something you really need to maybe think about and explore in yourself, because the most important thing is that you're happy with yourself, not that everyone else is happy with the way you look. Because at the end of the day, if you're not happy internally, it will show, no matter how slim you are, no matter how nice your clothes are, how much makeup you're wearing, how much money you make. It's going to still come out at some point. If you can do this groundwork now and just have that discussion with yourself, or get some coaching just to kind of explore those emotions and feelings that you have about yourself, it could be really important, and it could accelerate you into health faster than any pill, drug, program or diet out there on the market. There's nothing as important as your relationship with yourself and the way that you see yourself and the love that you have for yourself. It is really important. This has been Leah Salmon from davidl.com.